It is almost 12, so I'm just starting a bit earlier just to make sure that we have everything set up and the live was working properly. It was giving me some issues the last couple weeks, so trying to prevent that. So we are going to be doing our pink flower. As you guys jump on, please feel free to say hi and let me know that you're here. I actually have a special guest with me today. I have my lovely son. Whoa, where did he go? Nope. There he is. There's Jack.
Hi.
So Jack will be joining us today to paint the pink flower with us.
Pink flower!
Yeah. Hey, Hermie. Thanks for joining. All right, so I changed my setup slightly so that hopefully I won't get glare from my window. We'll see how all of that goes. We're going to be painting this pink flower here.
Close.
Oh no, it says we're having trouble playing this video. I don't know if you guys can still see me or if it's just, meh. I'll keep talking. We'll see what happens. Hey, Ashley. How's it going? Can you guys still see the video okay? Because it's not letting me see the video. If you can let me know in the comments, that'd be great. Don't know what's going on with Facebook.
I think Facebook just broke down.
Yeah, it's definitely giving me a bit of an issue, and I'm kind of annoyed with it right now. But we'll see.
Tenny Pay.
Oh, Hermie says hi to you as well.
Hi.
All right, so I don't know. Yeah, you can see. Okay, Ashley can still see us. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, Ashley. I appreciate that. I can't see the screen at all right now. Facebook has now made it completely black, so I have no idea if this is centered or not. So
Facebook,
we'll see how it goes.
Facebook has totally abandoned you.
Yeah, it seems to have not helped me so much. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll continue talking and I'll see your comments. So please let me know if you need things to be closer or what you need from me. That would be fantastic. Hi, Katie. Oh, good. I'm glad you can see everything on your side too. That's great. Okay, great. So, okay, so we're going to be doing our version of this pink flower. Now, the images that I select for us to choose from, they're ones that I grab from the internet as different inspirations. So we'll be creating our own version of this, and I'll lead you through how to make it your own. I really like this image. I think it's really fun. It's very, it has a good like impressionistic kind of vibe to it. I really like the way the background is. And so it's really fun. So if you guys don't already have it, oh, perfect. Susan says everything's perfect. Okay, that's great. I'm glad you guys are all good because on my side, it's like pretty crappy. So yeah, so if you have the picture, I would suggest having it on maybe like if you have my live on one side and you have the picture just on the other side of your screen, just so you can be able to reference it as we go on. And what I'll do is I'll have it, I think probably like here-ish. I think, am I going to go? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with going that way. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. Hopefully that is good. Okay, awesome. Okay, fantastic. And so right now it's 12:01. We're going to give it a couple more minutes just in case anyone else would like to join us before we start. I'm grabbing my coffee. I'm always drinking a coffee or tea. Not really a wine drinker, so I'll be drinking coffee and tea all day. I don't know if that's probably not any better. All right, so I have my my water. I'm going to get my paints. My very messy palette is here. And so I have the main paints that we're going to be using.
We barely have to use any blue.
Yeah, I'm not really going to touch the blue at all, personally. So I'm going to just stick with our red. So I'm just going to add that to my palette. I have other colors behind there too, because I'm actually getting a little bit low on my primary colors. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow. What I kind of want to do with the background is I like the way, I like the gray, but I want to add a bit of yellow to it. I think I want to play with that a bit. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do a bit of black. Black is very strong again, so just be cautious of your black when you're adding it. And I'm going to do quite a bit of white because I'm going to end up using it a lot to make my pink and everything. So this is my palette right now.
My red and white became friends.
Yours did. It's true. And if you have other colors, like I do have a pink that happens to be called Tutti Frutti, which I think is quite fun. I'm going to add this as well. Again, just because I'm getting a little low on my reds and there wasn't any red at the dollar store like the last 2 or 3 times my husband went. So I'm going to use that.
Well, now you can use Daddy's red.
Yeah, well, we're low on most of it. That's the problem. So, okay. And then I have some paintbrushes here. I don't really need that one. So yeah, so I have my big fat one, my medium size, and my thin. Again, if you have 3 sizes like this, fantastic. If you don't, that's cool. We'll use what we need. What you have, sorry, and we'll make do with it. And then I have this like old rag that I use for my paintbrushes when I'm going through it. Okay, cool. So if you guys can all see everything here. Hey, Linda. Nanny just said hi to both of us.
Hi, Nanny.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to sit here so they can see you too?
Yep.
Maybe that could work. So you got to sit here, but you got to be careful on here though, okay? So Jack's going to be joining us today. So let's you can just move over. Just put your bum right there. You can sit right on here. Should be okay. All right. Fantastic.
Can anyone see me okay?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I can't. It's okay. I have no like screen here, so I have no idea. But we'll go with it. But yeah, they're saying that they can still hear and see us perfect, so that's fantastic. As long as they can see us, that's important. Okay, cool. So I think we'll get started. It's 12:04, so I'm going to start off with my big brush. And right now, like I always do, I like to dip it in the water a bit just to get the bristles a little bit wet and ready to go. And we're going to start getting our background in. So this background is like a gray. So we're going to start just like blotching that in. So what I like to do is I'm going to get a little bit of, start with the white and pull it a little bit and get a little drop of black in there. And it's not going to be, actually I got a little bit too much, but that's okay because acrylic is very forgiving. Okay, so I'm going to start, and now I'm just going to start popping that on. Okay, and it's not going to have the effect right away, so keep that in mind as you're going. And now instead of just mixing a gray and keep going, I'm going to just grab white and then just like put that on top of it. And grab more white, and then I keep putting it on. I'm trying to make my strokes all over the place, crisscrossy back and forth, not really anything. Trying not to make them super uniform. I tend to go really uniform even when I'm trying not to. So I don't know if you guys have that issue too, but I tend to do it all the time. Okay, so I'm just adding white each time I'm putting more paint on. I'm not touching that little gray concoction. I'm just going pure white, and I'm just adding it to the mix. And as I'm adding it, it automatically grabs paint from the wet acrylic and pulls it over. Okay.
Do the best I can.
Yeah, you need more paint on your canvas. Get more paint on that brush. Yeah, don't be shy of it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue pulling white, and then now I think I want to get a little bit more gray going, so I'm just going to touch the gray mixture I made and just like pop that on, and just again put more X's into here. I'm just going to go back and forth with that. Oh, Nanny says that she can see you. Oh, hi, Lindsay. Lindsay joined as well. Oh, but Ashley just said something keeps happening to the feed, so she's having a bit of an issue with it. Okay. I might have to restart it, so we'll keep an eye on that and go. If you guys can let me know in the comments, just keep me in the loop in the comments if we need to like stop it and just restart it if it starts being really annoying for you. Because like I said, my picture is not showing up at all. So there's clearly an issue. I think it's my internet connection, to be honest, but I don't know. I saw a few people had some issues with it. Another friend of mine who goes live for makeup tutorials, she had an issue earlier this week as well, where she was doing some live, and she wasn't able to continue, so she had to like stop and restart it because it was being really blotchy. Maybe it's just the sheer amount of people on the internet or on Facebook. Everyone's just breaking the internet. What else are we supposed to do? This is our connection, man.
Well, for now.
For sure.
As soon as this coronavirus stops, I'm going to stop going on screens. The only time I will be on screens is when I play video games.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like take a screen break when you're.
The only time I will be going on screens is when I play video games.
Corner.
I really like video games.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that you're not going to be on any screens even once it's over, but I think that's a good thing to strive for, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We are on screens quite a bit, but at least we're trying to use them more for social purposes, right? Which is nice. You have like your friends hooked up on Facebook Messenger and stuff, which is cool.
Messenger Kids. That was kind of acting weird too.
Was it?
Yeah. Like whenever
Picture is all white now.
Like
okay. So something's going on.
Like whenever my...
Okay, so hold on a second, Jack. So what I'm going to do, if you guys can hear or still see me, is I'm going to just stop this live, and then I'm going to restart it, and then hopefully we'll get back into proper play. Okay? So I will be back live, hopefully within a couple seconds or so. Okay, guys? Sorry about the technological issues.